Coming up on Hands on Tech, I am going hands-on with whatever's in this box. What is it? It's Echo Frames. Hands on Tech is brought to you from TWiT's LastPass Studios. Using the same password everywhere is a security nightmare waiting to happen. LastPass easily creates unique passwords for every site. Visit lastpass.com/twit.
This is TWiT.
This episode of Hands on Tech is brought to you by IT Pro TV. Visit itpro.tv/twit for an additional 30% off for the lifetime of your active consumer subscription and use code TWIT30 at checkout. Folks, I am excited because I've got a box. Well, it's a box containing the Echo Frames. Let's see what's inside. Wow, this is quite a nice box, actually. In fact, it even says, by invitation, on the felt material inside. First things first, they make sure that the Echo Frames are up front and center so you can see them right away. Just pop these bad boys on. Oddly enough, it doesn't change the way that I see. That's because it comes with non-prescription lenses built in. You can then choose to go to your optician? Yeah, and have prescription lenses put in. It's a nice little fabric tab to pull that out of the way. And it comes with a beautiful case. Oh, how nice. And a let's get started document envelope. So the first thing that comes in there are some instructions. Fully charge your Echo Frames and download the Amazon Alexa app. That's, of course, how you get them going. And then it teaches you on the back, that's quite nice, how to actually complete the setup. There's a nice guide here for the optician that actually shows you what you need to do, or what they need to do to properly set up the Echo Frames. So it shows information about cold mount only, hold firmly to adjust, no ultrasonic cleansers, things I don't understand, but an optician would. And then last but not least is the user guide, full of all the information you could want about your Echo Frames. Okay, now that we got that out of the way, let's see what's in the box. Oh, I open it up and it's this nice velvety material inside. There is a cleaning cloth, which is nice, and it even has the little Amazon Smile logo on it. And you get your charging brick. This is a, 5 volt, 1 amp, 5 watt AC adapter. So just 5 watts of power, not very much there, but the Echo Frames don't need that much power. And then the nice braided charging cable. One of the kind of troublesome things about the Echo Frames is that it has a proprietary connector. So you will need to use Amazon's charger. There's no USB-C or anything like that. It is a magnetized connector. So let's talk about the Echo Frames themselves, because these little things are packed with some technology. The main material is a black plastic material with completely prescription-free lenses. There is a nice metal part on both the front of the frame and the back of the frame. And then you'll notice the temple tips are actually tortoise. So they are not, just a standard black material, and they are adjustable by an optician as well. The speakers are built into the arms here on both sides, so you can actually see little holes, and that is where the audio is routed into your ear, as well as 2 beamforming microphones that Amazon has included inside of the frame. You receive your alerts via the light, what they call activity indicator or LED status light, and then the buttons, the action button, as Amazon calls it, and the volume buttons, as well as there's the charging port. Amazon says that Echo Frames are made of carbon fiber, titanium, and something called TR90, which is that nice bendable material there. And the tips themselves, which can be adjusted by an optician, are made with acetate. So your standard frame material, which is quite nice. They support Bluetooth 5.0, so a nice modern Bluetooth format, which is quite nice. And that also means that many of the audio profiles and streaming profiles are built into them as well. So you can treat them sort of just like any pair of Bluetooth headphones. There are a total of what Amazon calls micro speakers that offer beamforming audio and those two beamforming microphones as well. So they pump that audio directly into your ear without sort of getting in the way of your ear, which is kind of nice. As far as water resistance, they're IPX4, which means they're not dust proof, but they are sweat and water splash resistant. So you're not going to want to drop these in any water. That would be an issue. And I think my favorite thing about the Echo frames, and something that I think that other potential or current frames, smart frames that are on the market could stand to do, is to offer this capacitive touch sidebar here. This area lets you swipe to dismiss calls, to take calls. You can tap on it to send and receive notifications, and that's kind of nice. And it actually is a capacitive touch sensor that's built in. There's also an ambient light sensor and an accelerometer built into it. So that way you can put it on your face, take it off of your face, and have it be aware of where you have placed it. No cameras or anything like that, so you don't have to worry about those privacy implications. And Amazon does include some information about your privacy concerns within both the user guide as well as online, so that you know kind of what is involved with this. Now, that movie magic may have led you to believe that I had not tried these out yet, but indeed I have. I've been giving them a go. But I did want to show you the pairing process, the way that you go about setting up these actual Echo frames. So it starts by putting them on your face. In fact, you can hear it actually tell you, hey, go ahead and put these on, and then head to the Alexa app. Typically what will happen is you'll get a little notification saying, hey, the Echo frames are found nearby. Would you like to set them up? I say yes. I tap continue. I tap continue again, and now I wait for my phone to find the Bluetooth sensor sending out the message. There we go. We tap on Echo frames. And tap continue. Listen.
Welcome to Echo Frames. Now that your frames are paired, let's learn a little bit about them. Your Echo frames have Amazon open ear technology. It directs sound towards your ears, letting you listen to audio without headphones and allowing you to engage with the world. The volume controls are located behind the action button. In quiet environments, you may check the volume to reduce what others can hear. To check, hold your Echo frames at arm's length and lower the volume until the audio is not noticeable. Now you're ready to go. Welcome to Echo Frames. Here's how to accept and reject phone calls from your Echo frames. This is the touchpad, located around the center area of the temple. Swipe in either direction to accept a call. Tap to reject or hang up. Here's how to access Alexa on your Echo frames whenever you want, or turn the microphones off for added privacy. To turn the microphones off, press the action button. 1.
Mic muted. Mic off.
The status light will red.
Mic on.
Alexa won't respond when you ask her a question, but you'll still receive calls.
And that's it. Once you've paired, then you can start to use Alexa on your Echo frames. You can, listen to music. You can set up timers. Set a timer for 30 seconds.
30 seconds, starting now. To hear this timer, please make sure you've turned off Do Not Disturb in silent mode.
What's the weather like today?
In Petaluma, there's an excessive heat warning in effect Saturday, September 5th, 11 a.m. to Monday, September 7th, 9 p.m. The current weather is 81 degrees Fahrenheit with mostly sunny skies. Tonight, you can expect haze with a low of 52 degrees.
And you can see that I have... Oh, there's that timer. Stop the timer. You can see that I've placed a microphone right here. That's because the speakers are right above it to let you hear the sound. But typically there's no wire running from the frames. They are battery powered. I have to be honest with you. Because I have Siri, and I use Siri more frequently than I use ALEXA while I'm out and about because it's on my watch and it's in my AirPods and it's available on my phone, I don't have as much of a reason for using ALEXA through a set of frames that are strapped to my face. But the touchpad, the open ear sound, and some of the functionality that's built into these things is really fascinating and really kind of interesting. But I thought that it would be a better idea if instead of poo-pooing yet another first edition, day one edition product from Amazon, I talked to somebody who is quite excited about their Echo frames. So stay tuned for that. This episode of Hands on Tech is brought to you by IT Pro TV. You need all forms of training when entering a new field, and IT Pro TV makes sure you'll have it all for learning IT. They help you get ready for your IT certification exams with practice tests covering Microsoft, CompTIA, PMI, and more. With over 5,800 hours of IT training, it's the best place to go to expand your IT career. Go to itpro.tv/twit and use code TWIT30 to receive 30% off all consumer subscriptions. That's itpro.tv/twit and use code TWIT30 for an additional 30% off for the lifetime of your active subscription. IT Pro TV, build or expand your IT career and enjoy the journey. Folks, I have to admit, I have been a little bit down on Amazon's day one editions since the introduction of the Echo Auto, which I felt was kind of a silly appliance for your car. And now with these Echo frames, which are another one of the day one editions, they're cool, but I just haven't been too, excited about them. But I am happy to say that as I was kind of talking about the Echo frames, it just so happened that a producer extraordinaire right here at TWiT also got some Echo frames, and Karsten Bondi is here to talk to us about how much he likes it. I mean, look, they're right now, they're sunglasses. What's going on there? How'd you get them to do that?
I took them to my eye doctor and I got progressive lenses and transition lenses put into the frames.
So you're like all in.
I am all in. My family is pretty much all in on Madame A.
Okay, so that plays a role then.
We have Echoes in every room. We subscribe to Amazon Music Unlimited, and it's pretty much listening to my soundtrack is kind of the best radio station ever. Mm-hmm. Because it knows exactly what we want to hear at all times.
And does that work for everybody? I mean, what does it do by voice, or do you say, play Karsten's My playlist, or how does that work? Or is it just like a family thing? We haven't
quite figured out how much she knows about us.
Very much, quite a bit.
She seems to be able to tell when my son is listening. She'll play some of his music as well as mine. But I don't know. We're not sure exactly how artificially intelligent she has become yet.
Right. So let's talk about, you said you have been wearing these every day. You went to the eye doctor to get your prescription put into them so that you could wear them.
Yep.
Kind of talk about sort of, when you first saw these announced, was it just kind of like, oh, that's another thing I want to try? Or was it specifically frames that have ALEXA built into them? I definitely want those.
It was definitely the idea of having having headphones that don't block my ears on all the time. Mm-hmm. is very compelling. Because now, without jamming my ears full of AirPods, I have music wherever I walk, and I have notifications alerting me whenever I need them.
Right. Okay. See, that makes sense. And that's because, as I talked about earlier in this video, there are essentially little speakers on the side that play sound right to your ears, right to those ear holes, and that kind of keeps it so that you can be aware. So if you're walking the dog, if you're out and about, or even if you're in your home and someone wants to shout out to you, they can. What else about these was or is compelling to you? You know, in day-to-day use, other than listening to music all the time, how else do you find yourself using them? Do you use ALEXA commands a lot?
Mostly we just listen to music. We do timers. We do calendar announcements, alarms, that sort of stuff.
Gotcha. And how has this helped in terms of the current work from home, exist from home, live from home, be from home? Do you find that these are more helpful in this environment, or are you more looking forward to how you'll be able to use them when, in theory, this all sort of opens up more?
I think hopefully they'll work both ways. Mm-hmm. They definitely, I find myself stopping in the middle of a conversation with my son and being like, hold on, my boss is talking. My boss is slacking me right now. Okay, continue.
Oh, wow.
So it's continuing on in our life of doing many things at once.
Yeah, absolutely multitasking.
Yeah, it's very much a multitasking life.
So right now, these are available for $179.99 as an invitation-only price. So folks can request an invitation and get the product. But after that period, they will be available for $249.99. How do you feel about that eventual price? And do you see these being something that, you know, a lot of people will get interested in when they are available?
I think these are definitely a Rev A product. The speakers are kind of tinny. The battery life is needs to be longer. I can only listen to music for maybe 2 to 3 hours on them before they die. So I think people should try these. Mm-hmm. But I'm very interested in what they're going to come up with as a second version of these.
Right.
I think if you coupled these with some bone conducting earphones or something, and managed to figure out a better battery solution, they would be a much more compelling product.
That makes sense. Well, Karsten Bondy, I want to thank you so much for giving me your time here and talking about why you actually do dig the Echo frames. And I think I too am excited for the next version of these. These are definitely day one editions. I think day two editions are what we're both looking forward to. Folks, I hope you enjoyed this look at Amazon's Echo frames. Of course, these are not quite yet available for prime time. They are available by invitation only, but eventually they will be made available if all things come to pass. So at that point, more people will be able to check them out. I do thank you for tuning in to yet another episode of Hands on Tech. And if you'd like, you can catch me on my regular shows, including Hands on iOS and iOS Today. Be sure to subscribe to Hands on Tech in all of its formats. You can do that by heading to twit.tv/hot. That's HOT. And we have those links for you there. Until next time, I've been Micah Sargent.
Keep up with all the hottest tech news and gadgets. Visit twit.tv. There you'll be able to find and subscribe to all our tech shows. Thanks for watching Hands on Tech.